Welcome back to another one, guys. We're doing a movie review.
Yes, we are.
We watched a movie this weekend. What was it?
Onward.
Onward, yeah. And let me tell you, I was pleasantly surprised with this movie.
I know.
Yeah.
It was very good. I didn't expect it.
You didn't expect that? You know, I saw the trailers and I'm not big into magic or stuff like that. You know, when the Harry Potter movies came out, I kind of liked them, but I didn't love them.
Right. Me neither.
Yeah, it wasn't my genre. I read some of the books. The books were good, but the movies themselves, I just couldn't get into them too much. It's just, magic is not my genre.
Right.
So going into this movie, I was like, it might be good, but who knows if I'm going to love it. But I got to tell you, I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
Why is it? Why did you got emotional? Tell me why you got emotional in this movie.
Because the movie was about appreciating who you have around.
It's true.
You know,
there's a lot of messages.
Yes, a lot of messages. You didn't think of going into this movie was going to be about this, but you know, the end of the movie, the main message was you kind of take it for granted who is around you, and sometimes when you think because you're missing a very important figure in your life, you think that your life is different, but at the same time, somebody else does that role. Has done that role for you in your life, and that was the movie. What mainly the movie was about.
That's true. So the setup of this movie is they live in this magical world where magic is a thing of the past. But there's still magic around. There's elves and all these mystical creatures that you see in a movie like Lord of the Rings or something like that. But people have forgotten about magic because technology is a lot more practical.
Exactly.
You know, so as opposed to using a staff to turn on the light, they just use a light switch now.
Exactly.
Like we do in everyday life. You know what I'm saying? The main story revolves around this family, and the family loses a father, but they don't show how he died or anything like that.
Yeah.
So the single mother is raising these two kids, and the mother has a boyfriend.
Who is a cop.
Who's a cop.
Who is very weird.
Who's also half horse. So it's this kid's birthday, Ian, who's played by Tom Holland.
Yeah.
He's kind of nerdy. He's kind of shy at school. And I like the cast, by the way. Tom Holland did a great job as Ian. And then also Chris Pratt plays his older brother.
Yes.
So they're both kind of like Marvel guys. So Tom Holland and Chris Pratt, you know what I'm saying? They've been in the Infinity Wars together. They've been in other movies before. So I guess they already had that chemistry. And it showed on camera.
On camera, exactly.
In the film, you know? And so it's Ian's birthday. And the mom tells him that the father who passed away has a gift for him that the father didn't want her to give them until they were 16.
Until they're over 18.
Over 18?
Yeah, over 18.
Really? Or I thought it was over 16.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
And it turns out this gift is the staff that has some magic that can bring back the father for one day.
For a whole 24 hours?
For 24 hours.
Yeah,
but
which is incredible.
The stone that powers it only had enough juice to bring him halfway. So it's just like the father's feet running around.
Waist down.
Waist down, yeah. Just the waist down, the legs.
That just created the whole comical of this movie.
Right. So they couldn't even talk to the father. They wanted the rest of him. It would have been better if they started from the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be as funny.
Yeah. But anyway, like you said, I thought it had a great message. Like what you mentioned, you know, Ian was always sad that his father was not around.
Yeah.
Growing up, never got to meet his father. But like you said, you can't take advantage of the other people around you.
Yeah.
So overall, I enjoyed this movie. Great film, not just for kids, but for adults.
Yeah.
You got teary-eyed.
I did because, you know, you kind of relate to some extent to the movie, you know?
Right.
I think everybody would relate to some extent to the movie. And I think it was a great message, and I really loved that.
Right. And it touched me too, because I think everybody's had somebody in their family maybe pass away. Right? And so it makes you remember to appreciate the ones you have still around with you and to spend time with them.
Exactly.
Because they did everything they could to spend one day with their father.
Mm-hmm.
So the lesson is here: don't take your family for granted.
Don't take your family or friends or whoever is around you.
Your loved ones.
Your loved ones for granted. Yeah, it was a great movie, and it was funny, and it was entertaining, and it was, it had a good pace. I never got bored.
Right.
And it was fresh too. It was like a new,
very different.
Very different. Yeah. So I love that.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I'm giving it the Will Weekly stamp of approval. I think it was pretty lit.
Yeah.
You giving it the stamp of approval?
I'm giving it a lit.
The lit approval? It was lit. It was lit. Yeah, it was lit. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Especially when I didn't expect to like it that much.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about Onward. Should there be a sequel? What do you think? I think there's still a story. I think there's still some story to be told there.
Yeah, it could. It could have a sequel if it does well. I'm sure it will.
Yeah, I mean it's number one in the world.
Yeah, okay.
Number one movie in the world.
So sure.
Especially with what's going on, I think it's a good positive message.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of people are being affected right now. I hope you guys are all safe out there.
Make sure you wash your hands.
Wash your hands. You know, we went to the movies. We had the movies almost to ourselves.
It was really to ourselves. Yeah. I mean, don't worry, guys. We disinfected everything. Everything. I disinfected the whole seat. And it was us. That's it. It was like...
And we checked the app to see how many people were in the theater. It was like nobody. It was like, all right, we're avoiding packed places.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was fine. Yeah. It was fun.
Well, let us know what you think. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to that channel. Hit that notification bell. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bye-bye.